Hi, my name is Benjamin Sicebu. The name of my company is Walton Pools. We build, we maintain, and we refurbish swimming pools.
Benji, thank you for doing this interview. It's a pleasure, and I now know a little bit about what you do because you just said it. But I want to start with a question that I often lead with, which is, how did you become an entrepreneur? Like, how did you wind up in the entrepreneurial arena? Did somebody influence you? Did you fall backwards into the pool? No pun intended. Or did somebody push you into the pool? Or how did you become an entrepreneur?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Gary, for this opportunity, and thank you to Alan Gray for giving us this opportunity, and thank you to God for this opportunity more than anything. I had just finished my N5 electrical engineering. So now the problem is that, like you had mentioned before, a problem of unemployment in the country. So I was sitting at home applying in every company and nothing was coming back successful. So I thought to myself, well, let me just work with what I have, Let me just check my surroundings and check that what is missing. And then I checked our swimming pool guy, the guy that was servicing our pool at home. So he wasn't consistent. He would come to work drunk, and he would come to work. He wouldn't call and say that he's at the gate. He would just leave. So I saw that's the gap that I saw. I was like, okay, this is something that is happening, and it's happening to me. I'm getting a bad service here, but every month I'm paying. I did my research on swimming pools and the industry in the country. A lot of people were getting not so good service. So I did my research on YouTube, checked YouTube videos, checked Google on how everything works, and then I contacted a guy that used to do our swimming pool back then. He didn't have transport. So I did my research also on marketing agencies, on how to get these leads, how to get these jobs. Got that via Kendua and some of these marketing agencies. And literally that's how I started. I called them, I was like, Solomon, I can get swimming pool jobs. Do you still do swimming pools? He's like, yes. I'm like, are you busy? He's like, no, he's not busy. He was walking to clients. So I was like, okay, I can supply transport. I can make sure that we get to clients. I can get jobs. Let's start. And that's how we started, literally. So we started, and the problem was that we were eating the money as it was coming in, So I was like, okay, this is something that puts food on the table, something that we can live off. It's something that we can, if I take it serious, it can go very far. So that's when I started. I thought to myself, I need to register the company. Then I registered the company, and it has been the best decision that I've made ever since.
So let me unpack that. You just said a lot there very quickly.
Okay.
Benji, but what I hear a lot is the lack of, let's call it traditional employment, caused you to start thinking like, okay, I'm going to have to figure out an alternative.
Yes.
That I understand that.
Yes.
And I think it's important for people to understand that the challenge or the adversity is the breeding ground for entrepreneurial thinking. The realization that no one's coming to the rescue. I've got to figure it out. But you had a degree in electrical engineering?
N5 electrical engineering.
N5 electrical,
yeah.
Okay. And you couldn't find any jobs in that field. And so you're frustrated there, that's not working. And you had an experience with someone trying to fix your own swimming pool?
He was servicing it on a weekly basis, and we were not getting a good service from him.
So this was happening in your own life. This is a problem you encountered in your own life. And you started to think, gee, I wonder if other people have this problem. Is that where your thinking took you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then that's when I did my research, And
how did you do the research? Tell me more about that.
Well, first of all, I went onto YouTube. YouTube helped me a lot. I went onto Google.
So did you go on YouTube to learn about how to repair a swimming pool or maintain it, or about how to sell the service?
how to maintain a swimming pool, how to build it, how to repair it.
So it doesn't really have anything to do with your N5.
No.
So you're kind of going, maybe that skill set helped you learn how to repair electrical things, and you decided, like, I can figure out how to repair something else.
I can say it does go back to the N5, because now problem solving is where it comes from, because now I saw a problem and I wanted to solve it, and I researched on how can I solve this problem, who else is experiencing the same problem. That's where it started from.
So you went to YouTube University.
Yeah.
Right? You got your certificate from YouTube University. So you're going on YouTube, you're figuring out like how to fix a pool or maintain a pool or build a pool.
How it works. And then I got someone who knows how to do the job. He's been in the industry for 20 years.
Is that the guy that was walking?
Yes, Solomon.
Okay, so you went on YouTube and you figured out the basics of it.
Of it, yes.
But then you found Solomon. Did he become your partner?
Yes, he became
Okay, so Solomon was the guy who knew how to fix the pool.
To fix the pool, yes.
And then you were the guy that said, I've got transportation. I can figure out how to sell the service if you can fix the pools. Is that, do I have that?
Yes, that's what I did.